Hello, everyone. It's Rebecca Ziegler and my dear friend,
Martha Lucas, and welcome to this episode of Your At-Home Medicine Bowl. This podcast is about issues, emotions, physical things that come up in our lives, and we called it Your At-Home Medicine Bowl because we always discuss ways that you can help yourself at home if you can't get into your practitioner. Today we're going to talk about overwhelm, what it's like to feel overwhelmed and kind of what that's doing to your body and your spirit.
Yes, it has a way of making us feel like we're spinning. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can feel it in my solar plexus. I can then begin to feel it as it rushes up and into my heart and then into my throat. And then all of a sudden, it becomes as if it's swirling all around me. And it's not just internal, it feels like it's external. So overwhelm can show up in different ways to different people. But for my own personal, that's how overwhelm begins to feel. It's that spinning.
And what else, that word spinning, what do you recognize? We think about the spinning on our computers. When we see that little spinning icon, what does it mean?
Well, I find that it means that I have no control. It's all out of control, that I'm waiting for that wheel to stop and a picture to show, to move forward, that the video is going to work again, coming out of buffer.
Right, I love that. It's out of control, right? It's, something is wrong. I don't know how to control it. Now that's us. Probably there are people who have a hint of what to do when the spinning wheel comes up. But the point is, we pay attention to that. When that spinning wheel comes up, we are focused on that something is wrong. But why don't we do that with our own bodies when we even begin to feel like the spinning wheel might start?
Yes, and it's the same way with our spirit. It's like I feel like my spirit begins to almost want to leave my body, and so I choose to go into my meditation room and sit down on my meditation pillow. And sometimes all I can do is place my hand on my solar plexus, my low belly, the third chakra, which is the emotional center, and without even doing ancient mantras, place my hands and breathe in and out through my solar plexus. And it begins to help the wheel slow the spinning.
Well, for one thing, it's a little bit of focus, right? That's what meditation is, so focusing on your breathing. I have a history of childhood asthma, so I very, very often, for me, go to the breath, go to the breathing, go to the flow of things. So one of the things I like to do is I have some essential oil blends that I've made. This one is called Om, and it seemed appropriate for talking about overwhelm. And my ritual is I just take 1 or 2 drops, really sometimes 1 is enough, and rub it. And then I cup your hands to your face and inhale like 4 or 5 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And a couple of things happen. Number one, you get the therapeutic effects of the oils, right, into your system and into calming your body and your spirit. But the other thing is the breath of taking a deep breath. I'm not suggesting we breathe in and out. Like Rebecca said, almost always you can help calm yourself with some breathing.
Yes. What are the oils in Om?
Well, we've got some orange bergamot in there, some ylang ylang. What I do with my blends is I not only think of the kind of traditional function of the oil, but I balance them yin and yang way. And also in some of them I have 3 drops of certain oils only to connect our earth, mind, spirit, or body, mind, soul. So I kind of blend them in a little bit of a unique way.
And although the bottle is over there, and Dr. Martha is at a 6 feet social distance, the fragrance is so delicious.
Oh,
yes, it is so delicious.
That means you could use it.
Is that what it means?
When you put several different oils and you say to someone, how does that smell to you? Most of the time, if they're like, oh, wow, that's really nice, that's a good blend or a good oil for them.
Oh.
So I would maybe put a couple drops on your pillow at night, or on a cotton ball. Since it's an oil, you don't want to put it on your sheets, but you can put it like on a cotton ball or something, or just under here, or on your clavicle so you can smell it. But those are a couple of ways. As Rebecca said, finding your quiet spot. For her, it's her meditation room, or doing an actual breathing in a scent, or, scent is powerful. I think we all probably remember a scent from our childhood that gives us an emotional experience.
Yes. Well, just my emotional experience of the fragrance at this moment is I can feel it in my heart chakra.
Oh, good.
It feels calming. Good, calming in the heart chakra. So.
Good.
Yeah.
So maybe the next time you feel your spinning wheel, your overwhelm, sometimes we can backtrack a little bit, like, when was I starting to feel that? So if we can learn, or we were in a circumstance or a situation that happens almost every time, then we can start to retrain our body to be able to be in similar situations without the spinning wheel.
Yes. So if I were to want some Om, how would I get it?
Well, you can order the oils, the blends at my website, acupuncturewoman.com, or you can order them at myzenskincare.com, or you can email me and then we can discuss. We can even have a telemedicine appointment about what your needs are, because I also create unique blends for what your specific issues are. So my email address is drmlucas at acupuncturewoman.com, drmlucas at acupuncturewoman.com.
And if for some reason you would want to contact me, mine is Rebecca Z, REBECAHZ at Comcast.net. And my practice is trauma sensitive yoga, structural yoga therapy, and cranial sacral therapy, all of which communicate via email, and I can move forward with more of a telecommunication with you also.
Because we know that the energetic patterns of trauma can be unraveled, because that's what we do with people in person, and why we started our podcast, because we know those patterns can be unraveled and shifted to serve you better.
So today, as we end our at-home medicine bowl, and your overwhelm, and the calming of your spinning wheel, and the delicious fragrance of Om, if you'll place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of the left, and just gently press into your most beautiful, sacred, physical beating heart. And repeat after me, please. With great respect and love.
With great respect and love.
I honor my heart.
I honor my heart.
My inner teacher.
My inner teacher.
And with that most sacred honoring of your own heart, you turn that out and you share that sacredness with others. Thank you.
And take care.